Now, we won't show you exactly what to do because each person's style is different and the method of approaching it is different. But the thing itself is fundamentally the same. It's an element of non-control that you anticipate. These are guidelines that will show you what to do or what to expect when you try to do these things. And once you understand what to expect, you then start to be able to control these, and then they become moves. Most of the shots will be in split screen, so you'll see the hands and the kite together. If you want to see exactly what happens, you'll have to slow it down or speed it up depending on how fast you are. Yeah, should we say that again in some different way?
Yeah.
Tricky flickery.
Tricky flickery.
Fun with your wind.
It's funny how much safer you feel with sunglasses on, even though it's dark.
We'll put it on the left-hand wingtip now. You take the strain on the left, and it lifts up to the left side. If you take the strain on the right, it goes back down. So take the left, up, down, right, down. And you can balance the two between the left and the right to get it to hold position. You can manoeuvre it up and down depending on how strong the wind is, by taking the tension on the left or the right. This is the right, down it goes, and this is the left, up it goes. So you can balance it, and that kind of sums it up. But remember, the tip on the ground should be closer to you than the tip that's in the air, otherwise it won't lift off the ground. And when you do an axle, make sure the tip off the ground is well off the ground, otherwise you'll drive the other tip into the floor. And you can also do an axle with the lower wingtip. If you make sure that the one that's uppermost is closer to you than the one on the floor, the opposite of the standard one, it'll actually lift rather than drive.
the only way to get there is through vast amounts of repetition.
Yeah, vast amounts of repetition. Yeah, vast amounts of repetition. Yeah, vast amounts of repetition. Yeah, vast amounts of repetition.
Yeah. If not more repetition. What causes perfect wind with no turbulence?
Perfect wind with no turbulence. A nice sea breeze. Be aware of everybody else's space as well as your own. Avoid the decorators.
They have the plague.
Axles. Instead of steering the kite by pulling the line, you flick it and it causes a bit of drive to that side of the wing. So it actually rotates in the opposite direction. This one's a left hand, it turns right. You can link them together to make cascades with a right and a left, etc. Sometimes when it goes wrong, you won't actually know it's going wrong until you've actually done it a few times. You can actually pull the kite back out again by flicking the other line. Like this. Also, because the kite's unstable and not driving forwards, you can get it to slide sideways. Just take the weight on one of the lines and coax it in that direction. It's usually best to slide the kite towards the centre of the window, as the wind's natural tendency is to push it in that direction anyway. If the kite won't actually slide sideways, then there mustn't be enough wind, so you have to walk back to generate a little bit. And if it takes off, walk forwards to kill the wind. Here we go. You'll probably find yourself in a nose down position more than once, so these are a few things that will help you get out of it. Just lay the kite on its back, pull one line, let it rotate and pull the other line when it's pointing towards you, and it'll actually lift off the ground. This is another version of it. It's actually lying on the ground on its back, nose towards you. The wind picks it up and you just let it rotate.